Can you hear me in the room? Great.
We got here from Diana.
Shabbat Shalom, Gail.
That's it.
Shabbat Shalom, welcome. Very festive group tonight.
That's what they all.
Shabbat Shalom. So I apologize that we're starting 4 minutes late tonight. 3 minutes late tonight. So we're going to do the first couple of songs a little faster. But we are very, very happy that we're all together tonight. Hine Matov, how good it is that we're all together tonight. If you don't know the words, they're in the prayer book on the top of page 10. Hine Matov. In the prayer book, what's on page 24? What's on page 24? Black page numbers, of course. Shalom Aleichem. Yes, of course. Tricky way to get you to turn to page 24, wasn't it? Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashem, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Malachei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Baruchuni l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Malachei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Tzedchem l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I want to thank all of you for coming out to be with the Cantor and me for services. I know the reason most of this group is here. I'll tell you why that's funny in just a minute. We'll all hold. Shabbat Shalom, I'm Rabbi Paul Kipnis with Cantor Doug Kotler. We welcome you here to Shabbat services at Congregation Or Ami. The laughing is because today, leading most of the service, is our guest rabbi for the Shabbat, Susie Gruber, who will be leading.
Wow, Rabbi.
Wow.
I can't remember either of us ever getting applause like that. That is very weak. Yeah, that's true.
At our Oramin 1 celebration last year, there was an auction item to be rabbi for a day, and so here is Susie, rabbi for a day. But I also want to introduce the other people on the bima. On piano is Scott Rabin. On guitar, bass is Daryl Lieberstein. Guest vocalist on the bima now is Stacy Citron.
Yep.
And in a little bit in the front row will be coming up is Jill Citron. So we have a musical Shabbat, a wonderful Shabbat. We are also here celebrating as Solomon Krumholtz becomes a bar mitzvah tomorrow. If you are here with Solomon and his family, let me have you just rise for a second.
Mazel tov.
And
Stand
to
up,
all of you,
stand
whoa,
up.
we got a good crowd.
Woo!
Whoa, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And we also are here as we welcome and remember Harvey Minsk, father of our congregant Robert Minsk and his daughter-in-law Nicole, and the Krumholtzes and the Minsks are sponsoring tonight's oneg in honor of a bar mitzvah and in memory of Robert's father, Harvey, and we hold you all in our hearts. It is Shabbat. We are live streaming, so we want to welcome all of you who are worshiping with us via the live stream. Thank you to Bronze Productions for making that possible with us. And finally, we will celebrate. So as I invite Solomon and his sister and brother and mom and dad up on the bima, take a moment to welcome the people behind you, in front of you, those you don't know. Say Shabbat Shalom, and then we'll sing in a minute.
Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem.
We turn to page 2 for Hadlakat Neirot for the lighting of the Shabbat candle.
La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, b'mitzvotav. V'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la. Page 28 will rise for Baruch Hu. continue on page 30 with the Mariv. Page 30.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim bechokma potei she'arim Yelai Elai 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 Uvid muna mishaneiti Umachalif et הזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיכם ברקיע קיצונות בורא יום ולילה בורא יום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור ומעביר יום ומבין לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה אדוני צבאות שמיים Elai 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 El Chavekayam Tamid Himloch Aleinu Le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Hama'ariv aravim
Page 35 in the prayer book. Oh, right. Thank you. Got it.
If you're lost, you feel afraid, and you don't know what to say, then listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Are the answers hard to find? to our God. When the wind and the thunder finally disappear, there's still a voice you will hear if you listen. Listen to our God. You can hear it from the top of the highest hill, or from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen. Please rise as able. Listen to our God. Just listen. Listen to our God.
They didn't give me a singing part, don't worry. Page 41, I ask you to read with me. Sing the song of men and women, join in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, and earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Page 40.
Moshe Miriam
Elianu ve'amaru, ze Elianu ve'amaru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi kamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh.
We continue with Vishamru at the top of page 44. Solomon will be leading us in that with Cantor Doug. Page 44 at the top of the page. A prayer about Shabbat as a sign of the covenant between God and our people. A reminder that God will be with us as we follow Torah and the ideals and values of our people.
Vishameru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Lidorotam Berit Olam Beini Ubein B'nai Yisrael Od Hi Le'olam Od Hi Le'olam Vishameru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Lidorotam Berit Olam Ki Sheshet Yamim Asa Adonai et HaShamayim ve'et ha'aretz Vishameru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Lidorotam Berit Olam Uvayom HaShvi'i HaShabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash Vishameru B'nai Yisrael et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Lidorotam Berit Olam. Thank you.
Page 48. 48, please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, ועזרת שרה. Page 50. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשמי עפר, מלחמוך על גבורות, ומדומם, מלך מביט וחיי, ומצליח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני חיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום, יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
And turn to page 59. And please read with me. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the riches of the earth, which day by day sustained us, and for all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, Hato simcha ulacha ena'eh lahodot.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. Shalom, say shalom bimbrama. Huya I say shalom aleinu. Oh say shalom bimbrama. Huya I say shalom aleinu. Oh say shalom bimbrama. Huya I say shalom aleinu. Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Be'ako Yisrael. Come on, time. Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Be'ako Yisrael. Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Be'ako Yisrael. Ya say shalom. Ya say shalom. Shalom aleinu. Be'ako Yisrael.
Okay. That's 2 times the rabbi and I didn't get applause. We're going to have to woodshed a little bit, Rabbi.
Sorry. What?
Yep, that's it.
I'll be here all week. Try the veal. Don't. It's not kosher. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sitting. Got it. Sorry.
I didn't know I had to follow that. Sorry. Rabbi Paul, should I tell them the truth? I have to tell you the truth. I'm not a real rabbi. So I know it says it here, Rabbi Susie. I've got the kippah on. I'm wearing the talit. I've held these Torahs. I've read from these Torahs. But I'm not a rabbi. But but I have a question about this. Is this a lie? Or is this a myth? From our old traditional Jewish stories, is it uncommon that a person involved in a community stands up and leads? It's one of our traditional stories. We hear it over and over again. So maybe me standing here is just an example, a modern example of our Jewish mythologies, our old traditional Jewish stories. Or you've read all the emails that have gone out from the temple, all the newsletters that says Friday night services, Rabbi Susie. Fake news. So, it just depends on how you want to look at it. And that's very typical with some of the Jewish stories that we know. Our Jewish mythology of Abraham, of Moses, and of the Israelites. Maybe some of the stories are true. Maybe some of the midrash, the rabbinical interpretations, are not true. It really just depends. And I've had the opportunity to study a lot about Jewish mythology here through the Kabbalat Torah confirmation class, through the Torah studies, through the Nash and Drosh. That sounds like a plug, but it's really not. It's just part of some of the amazing opportunities they have here for adult learning at Congregation RME. And while I've been learning about these stories and while I've been studying about these stories, it's taken me a little bit out of my comfort zone of what I know and how I've always presented myself. I'm usually the one that looks at things, they are or they're not. It is or it isn't. But some of these stories have taken me to that gray area. Some of you, well, you hear, but some of you don't know that as a profession, my other job is that I am a criminal prosecutor. And you're guilty or you're innocent. There's that gray area of not guilty that it just depends. Not guilty, does that mean you didn't do it? Does not guilty mean you did it, but we're not going to hold you responsible? Does not guilty mean we just can't decide? Does not guilty mean, well, you did it, but maybe you didn't really mean to do it? What does that mean? Again, it just depends. There are so many different scenarios, and there's so many different stories, and we could sit here for days and days and days and really talk about what that gray area means. Similarly, there's a lot of gray area in different opinions and interpretations about the creation. We have God created heaven and earth in 6 days and rested on the seventh. God created Adam. From Adam came Eve. They went to the Garden of Eden. They ate the poisonous fruit. So I had an interesting conversation last weekend with my friend Gail, who's sitting back there, about fruit. And we were talking about, she was explaining to me the benefits of organic fruit. And then I thought, well, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, they ate something that was the poisonous apple. And my friend Gail was explaining to me how important it is to eat organic apples because they're not sprayed with pesticide. And with apples, the skin is very thin and the pesticides go through the skin, and when you're eating the core of the apple, you will be eating some of the pesticides. And as Gail said to me, maybe a banana or an orange, they have thicker skin and may not be as dangerous. So I don't buy organic apples. Does that mean I'm trying to poison my family? Oh, sorry. So my husband's there, sorry. So no, that's not the right answer. That's not the right answer. Does that mean they're just so much more cheaper, non-organic? Or does that mean I'm just really not understanding the consequences of my actions of buying organic versus non-organic? And I question myself, Adam and Eve, the poisonous apple, were they really disobeying God's order, or were they not appreciating the consequences of their actions? So that was my first midrash by Rabbi Susie, the organic fruit as we know it today. And I have to say, my friend Gail and my cantor Doug, they grow all their own fruits and vegetables, and almost all. They don't have to go to Costco. That's all I have to say. If you could see what they grow in their gardens, but that's a side note. One of my favorite stories is the story from Exodus when Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. He parted the Red Sea, the Israelites got across, the Egyptians drowned, the death penalty maybe, it just depends. And he led them across and was leading them to the promised land. But what did Moses do at that point? Moses left his people and schlepped up Mount Sinai, and he was gone for 40 days. And what happened during those 40 days? He left everyone here. These are people that had been slaves, and he just left them waiting for him. Did they know when he was going to return? But what happened? Some of our stories tell us that Moses left Aaron in charge. What I found fascinating is that Moses is Aaron's younger brother. And from personality, birth traits as we know them today, generally the older sibling is the one who's the leader, the one who's generally in charge, the one who is more gregarious. But in this story, like many other stories from Torah, it's not the older sibling, that's in charge. My question then is, maybe Aaron really was in charge. Maybe Aaron really did have the traits of the older sibling. And I say that because he was left with all the Israelites. There are strength in numbers. Maybe Aaron knew he had to keep everybody together. He wanted to keep his community together as they waited for Moses to return with the 10 Commandments. But he had to think fast. He had to think out of the box. What did he do? One of the first things he did, according to some stories, is he collected all the gold from the Israelites. Now, when they left Egypt, they didn't have Toomey backpacks and roll-on suitcases and all those other things that we have. They had just what they could put in their pockets or maybe in their shoes. They had gold. So I wanted to reenact the story a little bit. Heidi, you're wearing some gold? No. Did I take, you want to collect some for me? Okay. Okay. So he took the gold. Credit cards.
Credit cards. Heidi wants to give you her ring. She has a
Her
ring.
gold Amex?
Yeah,
Gold
she-
Amex?
she-
Okay.
she has- yeah.
So he took the gold. And what does that mean? I mean, if I took Heidi's jewelry, Brian probably would not, well, he'd trust me, but Brian may not leave synagogue until he got it back. He's going to stick around. Heidi, she's going to stick around until they get their gold back. So maybe Aaron collected all the gold to make sure everybody stayed together, to keep his community together. Thinking outside the box, thinking as an older sibling, really being a leader without much guidance. To further secure the Israelites and to keep them together, he then made what we know is this golden calf. It became what we know as, or we call, an idol. What did he do this for? He knew it angered Moses. It certainly angered God. But the golden calf was something for people to look at, for something to them to hold on to, something that they could have faith in until Moses returned. It was almost like a smoke screen. But was Aaron's intention to be deceitful? Was his intentions to really make an idol? Or was his intentions to really keep everyone calm, safe, together, and peaceful until Moses returns? And what this tells me is we can't always make judgments based on actions. We have to look a little deeper. I always say, it's not your words, it's your actions that count. But now I say, maybe it's not your actions, maybe it's your intent. And I ask that before we judge, we take a step backwards and we think about motivation, we think about people's intent. Was Aaron's intent good? I say, maybe. Was he motivated by ill will to disobey God, to anger Moses? Maybe. But we need to look deeper into Aaron's actions. We need to look deeper into our actions. And no, I stand here and I am not a rabbi, but I have to say I'm humbly honored to be on this bima with my rabbi and my cantor. And I will not lead you to the promised land, but if you stick around, I'll lead you to Oneg and we could have Holland cookies. Shabbat Shalom.
Eloha neshama shenatatabi shenatatabi Eloha neshama shenatatabi shenatatabi Tehorai, Tehorai, Tehorai. You created me, you shaped me, you breathed me into life. You created me, you shaped me, you breathed me into life. Ataberata, Atayetzachta, Atanefachta, Nefachta bi, Ataberata, Atayetzachta, Atanefachta, Nefachta bi, Nefachta bi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi, shenatata bi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi, shenatata bi. Tehorai, Tehorai, Tehorai.
We're blessed to be together as a community. We do have strength in numbers, and we could hold on to each other when ourselves or our loved ones are in need of healing, when they need healing of the heart, of the soul, of the mind, or of the body. We could pull our strength together, and we could let compassion be our guide. As we do here at Congregation Orme, I'm going to ask you to share with us the names of the people in your heart that are in need of healing. Please tell us their names and their relationship to you.
Brandon Kaplan, Michael and Ina Kaplan, Ralph Koster. My son Justin.
Eddie Lambert.
Eileen Love.
Brand Allen. Allen.
Please turn to page 253 and let's sing together on the indented words. Mishebeira avotenu mekor habracha neimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us
Shebera imotenu mikor habracha ve'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
I'd now like to call forward our Bar Mitzvah Solomon and Diane Gubin, one of our members of our board and representing our Hinenu Caring Community Committee.
Thank you.
You just look at me. Oh, okay. Sorry. Solomon, you did a great job. Mazel tov to you and to your family. I am honored to share the bima with you. Your voice and presence have brought much joy to us all. I'm very, very proud of the work that we do here at Congregation RMA. We have an amazing team in Rabbi Paul, Rabbi Julia, Cantor Doug, and Diane, and getting you ready for your bar mitzvah and supporting you through this process. And as you became a bar mitzvah, in addition to learning your portion and prayers, studying daily for months, learning to read and to chant in Hebrew, write speeches, apart from all that, it's all about who you are and what you do. So I had a nice little chat with your mom, and she told me that you are in Lindero Canyon Middle School. What grade are you in?
7th?
7th grade. And she told me that you take saxophone lessons.
Yes.
Yes, and that you are first tenor in the Jazz B group.
Yep.
And what time do you go to school? For that.
7:45 a.m.
7:45. Doesn't that thing start like really early, like at 7? Yeah. Okay. Right. So your mom told me that you have lots of friends and you like hanging with your family, traveling, playing video games, reading, playing with your brothers and your siblings, right? And she also told me that you take tennis lessons,
Yep.
right? And that for your mitzvah project, tell us, what'd you do?
I did the Sova pantry project thing. I don't really know. I don't know the whole thing.
You volunteered at Sova. Great job. Solomon, we look forward very much to you continuing your Jewish education, especially to your participation in Tikkun Olam, helping to repair the world. We hope that you will continue to embrace your Jewish values and traditions like this wonderful accomplishment in becoming a bar mitzvah. With the many activities here at ORMA, just check the newsletter, right? There will always be a place that you can find yourself. At any age, you will always be welcome here. And I have here for you a gift on behalf of the congregation.
Thank you.
Mazel tov to you and to your family. Congratulations and enjoy your week.
Semen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Amen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Amen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Semen Tov, Yehelanu, 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 Ulechol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulechol
Guess where I'm going to be on March 16th? You got it. The ORMA one, the event of the year. You think this place is crowded tonight? You got to come to this. We have an amazing evening planned. The most incredible deserving recipients of our community award. Brooke and Ike Pra. Brooke and Ike, stand up.
All right.
Okay, Ike,
All right,
sit
wait.
down.
Wait.
And also,
It's not March 16th yet.
we're also honoring Cheryl Bronstein And she's an amazing composer. She's a collaborator with Andrew Doug. She sings beautifully, and she's also going to be honored that evening. And we have a tribute book that we're making if you want to put tributes in to all our recipients. I think it has to be in by, Deanna told me, she said by March 1st. It's going to go to print, so please get your tributes in. If you want to do a sponsorship, we have sponsorships available. There's a board out there. We have a couple more slots. Please, help sponsor. All this money goes to this synagogue. It goes to our amazing programs. It goes to our children. It goes to our adult learning classes. It helps us be who we are. So, I ask for all of your participation and all of your support. And come, it's dinner, it's dancing, it's auction. There is a silent auction, crazy silent auction. We've got Laker tickets and King tickets. We have vacation homes that are being donated. We have
Tickets to the Ellen Show.
tickets to the Ellen Show, to the Emmys, to the
To the Emmys,
Primetime Emmys Awards. We have Magic Mountain tickets and lots of items.
Susie, one other thing that Ike told me just before services, for every person who sponsors one of the things you just mentioned, that will be one less joke that he will tell.
Oh God, guys!
Okay, so
Build
that
up that
in and of
board.
itself should spur each of you to go sponsor something.
Okay, that'll
If
do
we
it.
fill up the whole board, he won't tell any jokes. So yes, so that's a.
I'll buy the rest.
Okay,
March
Brooke's gonna buy the
16th.
rest.
Okay, and there's flyers out there, but March 16th, please, everyone come. It's just a great, great, fun evening. And there are more announcements. My colleague.
What can I get done with two assistant rabbis?
He's
Not
very
do-
excited.
Again, we thank the Krumholtz family for sponsoring the Oneg in honor of Solomon becoming a bar mitzvah, and Robert and Nicole Minsk sponsoring it in memory of Robert's father, Harvey. May his memory be for a blessing. Those of us who are 50 or above are navigating our way through a number of life stages. Congregation Orami, always wanting to stay ahead of the curve, wants to be a guiding light that illuminates the opportunities and the challenges that we are encountering and will continue to encounter in the future. There are several house meetings that are going to be going on in the next couple of weeks. Each one is designed to spark a discussion about launching some sort of new multi-generational initiative to enhance our Orami 50 plus and plus community. I invite you to be part of it. If you got the email from Orami Village, please open it. If you want to learn more about it, want to be part of a discussion for an hour one evening to help us think about what that would be, please get in touch with Susie Stark in our office, and she will make sure to put you in touch, get your name to the right people. So many things going on beyond that. Come on up. Marcy Gore is chair of our Pay It Forward Social Action Fair, which is this Sunday. Cool. I'm going to be here. What's it about?
Funny you should ask. So the idea of Tikkun Olam, which is repairing the world, we're kind of taking that a step further. So this Sunday, the 24th, from 11 o'clock till 12:30, we'd love you to come and join us as we do lots of different projects for people who need a little bit of a boost from us. We're going to be making the no-sew fleece blankets for kids who are homeless. We're going to be making onesies for baby to baby. We're going to be decorating scrapbooks for new directions for youth. We're going to be making panels for Jewish World Watch. We're going to be making dog toys and dog treats for homeless shelters. If you've ever wanted to or know anyone who's wanted to donate their hair, we will, yes. We're going to even have a hairdresser here who will cut hair that we are donating to children with hair loss. So if you know anyone who's interested in doing that, make sure you bring them. There's also going to be, oh yes, it can be, and They want 8 inches, and it can be chemically treated. We also are going to have a lot of different nonprofit organizations that want to tell you about themselves, that you might want to get involved with them at some point in the future. So this just really feeds into the whole idea of Tikkun Olam. It's this Sunday in the sanctuary here. We're also going to be selling jewelry from Bead for Life, which is Ugandan women. So this is how that they support their families. So please come out. Please make a difference. Help us to repair the world. 11 to 12:30. Hope to see you there.
Beautiful, thank you. Sunday, March 3rd, two of our congregants, Samantha Bookman and John DeRoy, both are MFTs, marriage and family therapists, will be leading a workshop, a parent session on how to trust yourself and your instincts even when it doesn't feel good, about parenting, how to parent and not kill them. No, I didn't mean that. And later on that night, another in our Thinkers Elite speaker series, Dr. Joshua Holo, Dean of Hebrew Union College, will be out here talking about Reform Judaism in the 21st century, suggesting that it is the American antidote to fundamentalism. So take a look at that in a little bit. And skip that one. But save the date, March 20th. You'll be celebrating on March 16th at Orem 1. And then Hollywood Movie Purim. Walk down the red carpet. You can be part of a Purim carnival here at 5 o'clock, a community dinner if you RSVP at 5:30, and then a Purim spiel, a Purim play written by Steve Greenberg with Cantor Doug. It will be movies galore, telling the story of Purim dress as your favorite movie character from all time, or in your best red carpet outfit. Remember, the Oscars tend to be dressed up a little more than the Golden Globes, are a little more risque. So not so risque, but I'll put, okay. But come, it's going to be fantastic. And lastly, next Friday night's service is actually going to be a home Shabbat. Stay at home with friends and family and celebrate Shabbat. We'll be up at Camp Alonim, where our 4th through 6th graders, led by our 7th through 12th graders, will be on retreat, exploring being a blessing, how to find blessing in our lives, in our world during difficult times. And so, should we do that? Okay. I'd like to turn it over to my colleague.
This is one of my favorite prayers. It's really about life. Life can bring you comfort when you're feeling the loss of a loved one. Life can bring you comfort when you're feeling the loss of a loved one. And the Mourner's Kaddish helps us connect or reconnect with life as we pray for peace and remember the people that are near and dear to us and close in our hearts. When God gives you more than you could handle, reach out and feel the presence of your community. I'm going to again pass my hand around the room, and I ask you to please share with us the memories and the names of the people you are remembering tonight, as well as their relationship to you.
AJ Zabidi, he was my cousin.
Harvey Nuts, my father.
My pet, Bob and Esther. Penny Spark.
Simon and Laura
My mom and dad. Please rise for the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yit Gadal, Yit Gadash, Shemei Rabbah,
Yalma Divarach Yerute V'Yamlich Malchute V'Chayechon V'Yamechon V'Chaye Techol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala V'Zman Kariv V'Yimru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Le'olam Ol'amei Almei Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitpa'ar V'Yitroman V'Yitnaseh V'Yithadar V'Yithaleh V'Yithalal Shemei Dekudesha Barichu Ve'ela Mikol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbachata v'nechamata, da'amiram milma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rava min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, u'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al Yisrael v'imru amen.
Let me invite you to put your prayer books down. And we're getting ready to close our service. But before I do, I want to point out something significant. We do our best, Cantor Doug, Rabbi Julian, myself, to make sure this bima is filled not just with our voices and thoughts, but with those of the congregation. Some other synagogues do that more and more, the smart ones are. It's not because we are fundamentally lazy, but a little bit. But it's because the ideas, the spirituality, the voices, the music of the community raises our prayers, opens our minds, lifts us up. It takes a certain kind of cantor to find talent like this and bring them together to lift us up. It takes a kind of community to be open enough to hear from others besides the rabbi. And when it happens, we are uplifted. When it happens, our hearts are opened even more. And that's what we try to do at Congregation Orami. Orami means light of my people. We try to be a sanctuary of kindness, a safe Jewish community for today can be your second home. We invite you, whether you're traveling in from way far away to be here to celebrate as a young one becomes a bar mitzvah, as you're gathering together to remember loved ones, to hold each other through difficult times, or you just want a place where you can let it go for a little bit, the pressures and the stresses and the worries, and just be. That's what community is. That's what holiness is. That's what Shabbat's for. That's what Orami is about. So thank you for being here, for worshiping here physically or those through the live stream, for helping lift us up. So we close with Hashkivenu, a prayer. I'll give you the words, Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu. Lishalom, Lishalom, V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu, L'chaim, Ufraz Aleinu, Sukkot Shlomecha, Ufros Aleinu, Sukkot Shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings.
Shelter us beneath thy wings.
Oh Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things. Oh Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night.
Keep us safe throughout the
Till we wake with morning's light.
till we wake with morning's light. Teach us daily wrong.
Oh Adonai. You know, if you were to read that Pew study about religion that says among Jews, there's so many who are Jewish but no religion, no connection, you'd think that the Jewish world was falling apart, that they weren't places where people could go to be touched deep in their souls, enlivened in their minds, connected to others. But there are synagogues like Orami all over the country that are transforming what it means. It happens because you show up. It happens because you demand that you be lifted up. And when it happens, it is so, so sweet that you want to thank God just one more time for this moment, that this blessing is worthy of an amen. And so we sing. Rabbi Susie will lead us in Kiddush and Motzi out in the foyer. Join us out there. Shabbat Shalom.